I am an Enneagram 9. I avoid conflict at all costs. I do not talk about politics on my channel. I don't even acknowledge holidays. I literally don't. Flying under the radar for me has been a safety protocol since I was a child. And I'm also an empath. I don't watch the news. And it's not because I don't care, because I absolutely do. It's because if I let that all in, I don't know if I could function on the day to day. But after what happened in Minneapolis this past weekend, I just find that I can't stay quiet. I shared someone else's reel in my stories, an experience that they're living through. And the first DM I got was, please don't turn your business account into this. And for a second, I froze. This is why I don't speak up. And then I kind of checked myself. I've never spoken to this woman before. We have never gone back and forth in my DMs, and she can leave. I have coached women on how to build communities by teaching them how to show up in their stories like they're talking to coworkers. You know, the way I used to sit around at 8:30 a.m. drinking our coffee and saying, what the hell is going on? You're all my virtual coworkers and you're my community. You can be heartbroken and still go to work. And you can care deeply and still launch your offer. And if you need to pause, that's okay too. But please don't pretend like nothing is happening, because what is happening is not normal. I am not an activist. This is not a role that I've ever felt called to come into or comfortable with. And I know I'm late. And I feel really shitty about that, but this is me saying something anyways. I'm still launching the visual edit today because I have to. I am the main provider for my family, but I'm also heartbroken. You know, this is the two things can be true situation. And honestly, that's the messy middle that I'm standing in right now. I think that we find our people when we say the hard shit, when we speak, even if we're not 100% confident in our voices. So if you're sitting here wondering how to show up right now as a female entrepreneur with an online business, this is how. Say something, acknowledge what's happening, even if it's messy, even if it's too late, just say something. And if you want to hear my full, honest, real, heartfelt podcast episode where I said all of this and more and zero editing, just comment pod 52. If you're trying to figure out how to show up and it's just not feeling right, you are not doing it wrong. It's just that this is an incredibly hard situation. And I'm right there with you. We're all doing our best. And you know what? If that's all we've got today, that's got to be enough.